Hey, church family, there's a lot going on in the month of January, and I try my best to communicate, but man, we've just got a lot of anomalies to our schedule right now. So if you give me your ear for a couple minutes, I just wanted to talk through our event list. So let's pull this up. I've got just a picture of the event card. I passed these out on Sunday, and I don't know if everybody noticed, but it was actually two-sided. But just give me a second to just talk through some of these different things so that we're all aware of what's going on. And maybe I'll actually start with the obviously, the most needed one is actually at the end of this. It's that Wednesdays in January, we're taking a break for right now. And some of this I'll be explaining at our business meeting on Sunday at 2 p.m. So, kind of stay tuned. I'm just communicating right now that we won't have any service this Wednesday. Church family night, as we've been calling it, we're not doing that. We're actually starting something new on the 31st of January. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's take a little break. We have some other things happening during the weeks. So it's not like we're not doing stuff. It's just going to be a unique schedule. So just wanted to point that out. Let's go back to the top. So we just launched our side-by-side podcast, which is the one of the main focuses of the month of January. It's just getting ourselves started with that. And I've heard a lot of you give some great feedback, and I hope that you're loving getting into the Word together. This Saturday at 9 a.m., we're going to meet at the church. Go Time. It's a new thing for us. Oh, it's not really a new thing. It's just a new name for it. But whenever we gather together to grab some tracts or grab some invitations to go out and invite people to church or invite them to an event that we're having, we're just going to call it Go Time. And that's just going to be kind of like the brand for it. But Go Time for this month is going to be anchored around Fresh Start Sunday, which is on the 14th. That's our outreach event for the month of January. It's just a big day at church. And so the whole goal is invite your friends, invite family, people who need a fresh start, people who may have been here before or used to go to church, or they're complete strangers, but just inviting people, hey, why don't you start 2024 off right? Why don't you come to church and you can sit with me, that sort of thing. January 7th, this Sunday, we're starting a new sermon series called New Beginnings, and I'm really looking forward to that. Also this Sunday is a members meeting at 2 p.m. Now, that sounds extremely boring, and I don't think it's going to be. We're not actually going to do a lot of business talk. We're actually pushing our budget to the month of February, so we're not going to talk money really, and I'll explain why in that meeting. But I think I might have preferred to call it like a vision day or something. So it's going to be more missional, more about like what we're doing in the year. I'm going to explain a lot of the program. We're doing some program rearrangements, different ways we're doing things at Trinity in the coming year. So I just, come at 2 o'clock. You don't have to be a member to come. We're not voting on anything. So we're going to cover a lot of stuff. It's going to be a fun time, I hope. I hope that we get to just sit together and dream a little bit and be excited about what God's going to do in the coming year. Also, a week from Saturday, we're going to do another Go Time in preparation for the 14th, which is our big outreach day, Fresh Start Sunday. Following that, my friend Carlos Navarrete on January 15th and 16th is coming in, and he's going to be kind of guiding us through what we're calling a prayer summit. And it's going to be right here at the church. It's going to be 2 chunks of time, really. On the 15th, Monday, it'll be like 4 to 8 p.m. And we're just going to come and sit together. We're just going to spend time together. But Carlos is going to help us, and I'll be doing some work with you guys. And it's really just a time to sit down and just focus on God and just get started off right. Many of you are starting to read your Bible this year, which is great. And this is just there to propel you into the new year, spiritually speaking. We'll even have times blocked out where we'll actually just be like on this campus, but separated out, and we'll go off into separate corners and spend times of private prayer. And so it's just going to be a kind of a guided encouragement for you in your walk with God. So that's going to be great. On the 15th, it'll be 4 to 8 p.m. We're actually going to do a potluck style dinner that night, so be thinking about what you'll bring, and it'll be a good time. And then the next day, the 16th, which is Tuesday, is the same amount of time. I think it's like 8 to noon or 9 to noon or something like that. I'll send you an email with all of those details as we get a little bit closer. But that's what you can expect for the prayer summit on the 18th. So if you imagine that week, okay, the 13th is outreach. The 14th is Fresh Start Sunday. 15th and 16th, that's Monday and Tuesday, is our prayer summit. We'll skip Wednesday, but then we'll be right back on Thursday. If you're able to come on the 18th, West Coast Baptist College, that's my alma mater. I went to school there, and Sonia as well. They're bringing a singing group. They're going to present their college. And if you'd like to come, it'll be a nice time where they sing to us and you can learn a little bit more about the school. All right, let me turn the page here. On the 21st, actually, he was a roommate of mine in college, James Kim. He's a Korean guy who grew up in Australia as a missionary kid. And so he's a Korean guy with an Australian accent, and he's going to be a church planter in California. He's an interesting guy. And I can't wait for you guys to meet James, and he's going to present his ministry to us, and we'll consider bringing him on for support in this coming year. And then January 31st, something new is coming, so stay tuned. All right, if you have any questions, please reach out. And this is probably the type of month where it would just be wise if you're like getting ready to go to church, maybe just check the website and just make sure you know what's going on that day, okay? That way you don't show up early or show up and there's nothing going on, or, it's just kind of a strange month. It's a good month. It's a preparatory month, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.